If you have a question, please use the raise your hand feature and keep yourself muted when not asking a question. We'll get started with Tyler. Go ahead.
Hi, Keaton. Good evening. Thanks for your time. What did you learn about this team during the last month, going from 0-5 to a 4-game win streak?
Yeah, we're real resilient, and we really came together, and we definitely got close as a team from it, and we were able to come together and start playing some really good football.
Tyler, go ahead again.
Yeah, Keaton, when you signed with this program and your first year here, it was all about 10, 11 win seasons. Do you think that major adversity does something different for the team moving forward for younger guys, for the older guys who are getting back? I think it gives you a little bit more of an edge.
You were cutting out. Sorry, I couldn't get the question.
Yeah, so you signed with a team that's been winning 10, 11 games recently, and that was your first year. To deal with what you dealt with this year, do you think for the younger guys, for the older guys, this gives you kind of a different edge, something a little bit different for your mentality moving forward?
Yeah, you get that taste of losing, and you don't want to get it again. So, definitely, for they got younger guys, and the guys that are coming back, that we gotta be hungry. You can't put Ellis on the board, so you gotta win. And so, we tasted loss and we tasted victory, and victory is sweet. So, we just gotta keep working hard, and keep working hard, and pushing forward. You're succeeding with each other, team success. That's
Peter Terpstra.
Hey, Keaton, walk me through the interception and what did it feel like to get one?
Yeah, it was sweet. I read the quarterback, I seen the route, and I saw you overthrew it. So I was able to break on it. I didn't think I would make it, but I got there and was able to make a play on the ball and catch it. So I was just I'm really really happy. Put in a lot of work, and just excited to see some results.
David Eckert.
Is stopping another team's momentum, after they had that big first quarter against you guys, is that something that a defense has to learn how to do? And if so, how does that happen?
No, we look at it as a mentality. You gotta get your mind right. Put anything that's happened before that's negative in the past, and we turned the tide, and we finally settled down and started playing really good defense again, and think about the big plays, and we found ourselves throughout the game, and we were able to hold them for very little.
Tyler?
Oh, am I up again? All right. Hey, Keaton, the cornerback group has been really challenged by guys being sidelined almost every game now. I mean, how big was this year for the room? What did you prove about that room? Sometimes it was 3 guys available even.
Yeah, it's next minute mentality. We got a bunch of resilient guys, who are hungry, and when their time comes, they got to step to the plate and play. No matter who's in, who's out, it doesn't matter. Whoever's out there has to, put their best out there and produce at the end of the day.
Ben Jones.
Keaton, when football is fun for you, what's going on? What makes football fun?
Just flying around, finding the ball too. That's what makes it really fun, especially on defense. Reward your hard work, by finding the ball. And just this game of football is just it's physical. It's you have to be athletic, a bunch of athleticism. So once you get comfortable out there, which I am right now, you start flying around and start enjoying yourself. It's really a good feeling.
Tyler?
I know your guys are keeping this under wraps for a little while longer, but if there is a bowl game ahead for this program, what would that extra game, what would that extra couple weeks of practice, time together, what would that mean for this group?
I'll be happy to talk about the game.
Well played.
Any other questions, Tyler?
Let's talk about this game. Keaton, it was 21 points put up by Illinois in the first, I think, 9 minutes, and then none the rest of the way. Bunch of punts. What turned it around for your defense, and what do you think ultimately set you up for that success?
It was definitely our mentality. We weren't playing aggressive as fast as we have been, and we started to settle down and really start playing the defense that we have been playing. And then they had a lot of great athletes that made a couple good plays. So, but we were able to shut them down the rest of the game.
Ben, go ahead.
Is it harder to not play or harder to be hurt and know that you couldn't even if you wanted to?
It's harder. When it's out of your control, it's bad. Especially you want to be out there. You want to help your guys. You want to do your part, and when you're not able to, it's tough. It really is.
Ben, if you have another question, go ahead.
Okay.
Tyler, another one?
Yeah, Keaton, Tariq Castro-Fields not being able to get on the field for much of this season seemed like a potential big year for him. What was he like away from the games, on the sideline during the games, during practices? How did he still kind of show up as a main guy in your room, even though he wasn't showing up on the field?
Yeah, he's a great leader in the room. He put all of us under his wing, helped us out a lot. If we ever needed anything, he was always there. If we had a question, he's there to ask it. And he's just been great in that aspect. I love him and respect him for it. Not being able to play sucks. So he just had a positive attitude through it all. And he handled it really well.
All right, last question, Michael Portman, go ahead.
Thanks, Matt. Hey, Keaton, I want to ask you about Brandon Smith, since you're looking at him every practice, every game in front of you. What's his transformation been like this season? What he's gone through and how he's developed from your particular interesting perspective.
Yeah, he's stepped up, in a huge way. He's playing a lot more aggressive. We know we can hit, so he's been tackling really well. He's a bright future. I'm excited to see him keep growing and get even better. We all have a bright future ahead of ourselves, so I'm excited for him.
Thanks.
Since you just joined, we'll do one last question. Tobias, go ahead.
Okay. I guess just walk me through what it means to you guys as a team to finish today's game the way you did after being down, but also finishing the season the way you did.
It was a great game. We've went through a lot of adversity throughout, and just to get a win like this is awesome.